Hello guys, this is Adventurers League here, and I am here with my first video. So in this video, basically, I'm going to be making a character for Dungeons & Dragons, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do it. So first, I can write down my player's name, Julian. Okay, and now we can open up our nice player's handbook that I have. So there's a bunch of races that you can choose from. Anyway, there's a bunch of races I can choose from. And just to be basic, I'm just going to go with like an elf. That's one of the more common things to choose. Page 18, I think that says. No, that was dwarf, so there you go. So instead of reading the descriptions for what the characters are like, elves are like, I skipped that because I've done so many times. They have some elf names I could choose from. I'll go with male adult names. I'm gonna go with Adrian. Okay, so right here it tells me my ability score increases, so I get an increase of dexterity by 2. So let's put it right there at 2 so I can remember. Alignment. Nice. Free people. It would probably end in neutral and begin with something else. I don't know yet. Speed 30 feet. I get the ability of dark vision, which basically means that I can see in the dark for how far does it say? 60 feet dark vision, so I can see for 60 feet. I also get keen senses, meaning I have proficiency in perception, which is right there. I have Fey ancestry, meaning I cannot sleep. Fey ancestry. So, do not sleep in a trance for 4 hours a day. That's what I do instead of sleeping, as it says up here. And my languages, it says I can speak Common and Elvish. So down here where it says proficiency in language, you'll write, well, I like to actually put the word language there. Languages, Elvish, Common, and subrace, meaning that my elves are divided. So there's the race of High Elf, Wood Elf, and Dark Elf. I'm going to be magic, brown training, extra language. Well, I'm gonna go with well, before I finish this, each class is better for something else. So before I finish this one, I'm gonna go back here, and I'm going to go to think about what class I want to be. For this character, I'll just be a basic class. I don't know. What's something that people like to be? I'll go a wizard, just because. So if I'm going to be a wizard, well, I'll go back to that later. If I'm going to be a wizard, I think the best ways for being a wizard, if you're going to be an elf, would be High Elf. There's not much of a difference, but just because I get an extra language and I get an increase on my intelligence, I think High Elf would be the best. So I can 1+ on my intelligence because I'm going to be a High Elf. You have training with a longbow, so down here I'll write in my proficiencies, longbow, short bow, long sword, sword. This is right here. Goes over to the next page. I get cantrips, so you know one cantrip of your choice. That's what makes this really the most wizardy. So you go to the wizard page. I get no one extra. I'll write one, so just put one up there. And I know an extra language, so down here I have to find an extra language basically. I'll do that now. So languages on page like 120. Yeah, here we go. 123. They're right here. These are my other languages you get to choose from for an extra one. And I'm gonna go with elements. No. I'll go abyssal. Just because. Actually, Draconic. I'm gonna go Draconic. Because it sounds like a pretty cool language. And whenever I play, I just like Draconic. Oh yeah, I'm spelling that way wrong. Draconic. Now we can go back to my elf. So I think that was it I get? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go to where my class is now. So I go back to the index and I find my wizard, page 122, 112. Okay, so class I have a 1d6 per wizard level as my hit points. My hit dice, I mean. My hit points are 6 plus my constitution modifier, but I haven't actually rolled for those yet, so I'll do that now. So what I do, and I feel like most people do, it's just a thing. You take 4d4s, you roll them, and oh, this was a really bad one. And you take out the lowest and you add them up. So 9. I'll write it down there. 9. See if I can get better than that. Oh, it's better. 13. Oh, this one's better too. 15. No, that's 13 again, sorry. Wait, I forgot to roll this one. 14. 11. 12. So 1, 2, 3. So that would be 6. And then I do 2 rerolls, but you don't have to do that. It's just something I do. Oh, I take out my lowest. 15. Just place my 9 with a 15. And this would be for trying to get higher than 11. I actually got 10 this time, so I'm replacing a 10 with an 11. My 11 with a 10, which is worse, but that's what I get for wanting to reroll. And then here in Quick Build, it tells me what I should probably put my first in. So it's going to put my highest intelligence. That's 15, but I got +1 on intelligence. I'm actually going to put a 14 there, and it turns into 15 because the high elf gives you +1 in intelligence. So I should put my second best and constitution or dexterity. So I'm going to put a 15 in constitution, a 13 in dexterity, which turns into a 15 because it gets +2 because of my elf class. So I have a 13, a 10, and a 12 left. My third best, it says third best should go in, okay, well, I'll go charisma with my 13, 12, no, actually, I'll go charisma with my 10, 13, and 12. So there's those placed, and now I can get to my modifiers. So what you do is you go to the book, and on page, I think it's 13 in the book. Yeah, 13. Up here, it tells you your modifiers for what you rolled. I'll just bring you in closer on that. so that you guys can see it. So because you probably didn't roll the same as me. Anyway, so if you needed to, you could have paused that. And strength is actually pause if needed. Okay. Anyway, strength for 13 is a +1 modifier. 10 is a +0 modifier. 12 +1 modifier. 15 +2 +2 +2. So back to my class, which is on page 112. Okay, so put these papers immediately together. I get to, where is it? Yeah, 1d6 plus 4, plus 2, because that's my constitution modifier, so I have 8. Sorry about the hitting the camera. My armor proficiencies are none. I'm proficient with a dagger, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, light crossbows, tools none. Saving throws are intelligence and wisdom, and I guess choose 2 from the following skills. Let me show you them. Choose 2 from the following skills I have to be proficient in. You pause if you need to. So since I'm gonna go with investigation right there, and I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with actually medicine. Yeah, medicine. Oh yeah, and up here is the chart for leveling up. So at level 1, I get arcane recovery, I get spellcasting, so I know 3 cantrips. I actually will know 4 for being a high elf, so I'll know 4, and I get 2 first level spell slots. Anyway, I also have proficiency bonus of +2. So let me just do this now. So my strength is +1. So I'm basically taking my modifiers, but if I'm proficient in it, the ones you circle, those get +2 on my modifier. So my dexterity modifier is +2, constitution modifier is +2, intelligence modifier is +2, plus the 2 for being proficient in it, so that's +4, +3 for wisdom because 1 + 2, and +0 for charisma. So this is here it tells you what these are in. So it'll be the first 3 letters of these, and you'll take the modifiers and put them in. So for acrobatics, it uses dexterity, so that's +2. For animal handling, it uses wisdom, so that's +1. For arcana, it uses intelligence, so that's +2. Athletics, it uses strength, so that's +1. Deception uses charisma, which is +0. History uses intelligence, which is +2. Insight uses wisdom, which is +1. Intimidation uses charisma, which is +0. Investigation uses intelligence, which is +2, but plus the fact that I'm proficient in it makes it +4. Medicine uses wisdom +1, but I'm proficient, making it +3. Nature is intelligence, so that'd be +2. Perception is wisdom, but I'm proficient, so that's +3. Performance is charisma, so that's +0. Persuasion is charisma, so +0. Religion is intelligence, so +2. Sleight of hand is dexterity, so that's +2. Stealth is dexterity, so that's +2. And survival is +1 because it is wisdom. So now we have those done. And what's on the next page? It's talking to me about my spell book and how I prepare spells. Well, I guess we can move to the spells page. I'll try to link these things on where I got this from in the link description below. So spellcasting ability is it uses intelligence, as it says right here, so that INT. I still tell it right here in the spellcasting ability. My DC save is 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my intelligence, which would be +12 because I have That'd be 2 plus 2. Intelligence is plus 2. And, well, intelligence modifier. So my spellcasting bonus is my proficiency bonus plus my intelligence modifier. So that'd be plus 4. There is that. And learning spells at level 1. Each time you can add 2 wizard spells. Okay, it's level 1. Which spell slots on the table you venture in? Okay, well, so I get Arcane Recovery. You have regained some of your magic energy by studying your spellbook once per day. When you finish a short rest, you choose an extended spell slot and less than half. Okay, so let me go to my character's page and in features and traits, I'm gonna write Arcane Recovery. Instead of writing like all this down, I just write the page number, which it is. Sorry guys, it's 115. So I'll write page 115. Make that anyway. Okay, 115. So 5 page number. Okay, so now I think it's time for us to choose our, wait, don't we get our equipment? Yeah, it's right here. Equipment, it's up here. So for equipment, there we go. I get to choose between a quarterstaff or a dagger. I'm going to choose a quarterstaff. A components pouch or a arcane focus. I'm going to choose arcane focus. Scholars pack or explorers pack. I'm going to choose an explorers pack, and I get a spellbook. Oh yeah, and pull that back up. Pause if you don't want to choose the same things as me, just so you can get that. So let me write this stuff down. And in my equipment section, I have a quarter staff, a arcane focus, which is going to be a staff as my arcane focus. I get a scholars pack. I get an explorers pack because that's what I chose. And I get a spellbook. Okay. So now if we go back to the table of context, I can go and see where my personalities and backgrounds is. So I have to go to page 121. I already did my language, so now it's at the background. So this is where you get to choose what kind of background you want to be. And I am going to choose, where is it? I'm just quickly reading through them. I'll be a noble, hunter, hermit. So up here, once you choose out of your book, I'll write hermit. And as a boost to that, I'm proficient in medicine and religion, and I've already chosen medicine. So religion, getting that plus 4. I have tools proficiency in herbalism kit, so herbalism kit. And what else? I have an equipment, I guess. A case stuffed full of notes from your studies or prayers. Winter blanket, a set of common clothes, herbalism. Let me actually write herbalism instead of writing random squiggle lines. Herbalism kit and 5 gold pieces. And let me roll for my traits. Personal trait. Okay, so it's 1d8. So let me grab my d8. Yeah, right here, d8. 1. So I've been isolated for so long. I rarely prefer gentleness. Yeah, sure. All right. Well, I'm gonna roll for all these. Let me just show you first that it's personal traits, positive you need. That is my bond and flaw. Positive you need. And I'm gonna pause the video and I'll be back when I've gotten all my personal traits and ideals and flaws best bonds down. Okay, and see you then. Okay guys, I am back, and what I got from my ideals is, if you know yourself then there's nothing left to know. My bonds is my seclusion gave me great insight into a great evil that only I can destroy, and my flaws is I am dogmatic in my thoughts and philosophy. And just to point this out, guys, so remember when I was doing my alignment and I said elves are probably neutral at the end? I put an N there for neutral. Well, in the front, this is where your ideals come in. At the end of your ideal, it'll say if you're good, lawful, chaotic, evil, neutral, or any, and I got the any one. So I can choose any I want. But if you were to get, let's say you were to get, pull this up. If you were to get this one, free thinking, inquiry, and curiosity are the pillars of progress, then you would be chaotic at the beginning. But I am not. So I'm going to choose lawful because, no, I'm going to choose good. There we go. Anyway, okay, so now that we have done my personality, we can go back to the table of contents. Starting equipment, that's page 143. Okay, so this is where your class comes in, right here. So if you are a class of, pause if you need, because you might not be the same class as me. So anyway, okay, so if you are a class of wizard, you get 4d4s times 10. So let me roll my d4 4 times. 3 plus 2, that's 5. Plus 2, that's 7. Plus 1, that's 8. So I get 80 gold. But since I got my 5 from being a hermit, 85 gold to start out with. That's my wealth. I can choose some armor. I don't have any armor to start with. I'll just buy some padded light armor, you know, cause so light armor, that gives me an armor class of 11. I'll do leather, actually. Leather. So that gives me an 11 plus my dexterity modifier, which is 3, and that also costs me 10, so I'm down to 75, and so that would be 11 plus 2 is 13, so my armor class is 13. Then I can turn the page to weapons. 1 second. That was for me at a different time. Anyway, when I'm actually playing games. So if you want, you can pause here so you can look at all the weapons. So I started with a weapon, actually. It's quarterstaff. So let me just write that down quickly now. Sorry, I threw my die. So quarterstaff is right here. It 1d6 bludgeoning. So 1d6. It's also versatile. Be versatile, meaning it can be 1d8. And my quarterstaff. And I'm also going to buy a longbow. Actually, I won't buy a longbow. Well, it's 50 gold. I'll leave it be for now. Okay. Adventurous gear. Am I going to buy anything from here? Pick back up my sticky note and place it. Anyway, okay. I really don't need anything here. Am I good with, do I need anything? Yeah, I'll be good. And this is where you actually see what the packs did. If you have a pack, you can see what it did. I got the Explorers pack. So that would be where it'd tell me. Pause if need be. That's telling me some other stuff. Do I want any tools? Well, you might want some tools, so pause if you do. I'll be good there. Vehicles. Yeah. I'll just finish off this video by rolling for a trinket. Okay, so you take your D100 and your D10 and you roll them. 70 exactly. So I have a small packet filled with pink dust. A small pocket filled with pink dust, okay. Small pocket filled with pink dust. Okay. And just in case you want to do this, okay, so there's page 1 of it. Pause if need be. Wait. There you go. Page 2 of it. And that should be the end. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Wait, actually, never mind. I have to get the spells, so I'll be back once I'm there. Actually, I'm going to show you guys how to get the spells. Okay, so what you do is you go to contacts 207, or well, really it's 211. Then it'll tell you what kind of spells you get. I'm a wizard, so I get to use from my cantrips first. So I already know what these do, but if you want to look for them, you just flip through the pages after this. They'll tell you the descriptions and stuff. But I'm going to choose the cantrip Firebolt. Firebolt. It's like 1d10 or something. And it has 120 range, which is really good. Mending, which is basically if I have a magnetized rock, I can mend things back together. Where is it? Because I get 2 more. Mage Hand. This is really good for like moving things and stuff. While I'm here, I'm gonna just write Featherfall into my slot 2. Because if I have a feather, I can basically target a player or any up to 5 creatures and within a certain radius, and they don't take fall damage. Sorry, I'm gonna do Acid Splash. And I'm gonna do Burning Hands. Okay. Now I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.